What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, and we're gonna continue this arc of absolute craziness. This chapter is called "Be Careful with Cryptocurrency." So, oh my gosh, man, I can already imagine the Bitcoin references and all that stuff is about to be in this chapter. But thank you all for being patient with me, man. The reason why I wasn't as early as I was in previous weeks is because it's the Gintama syndrome, man. Usually I was used to coming on Saturdays, and then I had to work that Saturday. So then I said, all right, I'm going to do it on Sunday. And then I didn't get to it on Sunday. So when the Gintama chapter does not drop whenever I'm free, usually I get to it late. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is about it that it happens. It happens. But here I am. I apologize for it being late. So let's get right into the awesome sauce, man. Lesson 672, be careful with cryptocurrency. Zurump. Zurump, man. Now then, commemorating the establishment of our national parliament building, our leader, and the first Prime Minister, Donald Zurump-kun, will give a greeting. It's not Zurump, it's Kotsura! This guy's a troll, man. Oh, sorry, my mistake. That's just a little habit of mine. When I said Kotsura, just then I meant it as in wig, not like a name. I just figured it should get that out in the open before the media gets wind of it on their own. That's true. Because when the media gets a hold of it, man, they're just gonna start ripping you apart, son. I am Japan's first Prime Minister, Donald Zurump. I'm saying this up here on this platform representing all of you. But I am not better or more special than any of you. Just like all of you out there, I am an ordinary human that eats... That's a shoot. That is a factual statement, bro. That is a factual statement. Up until now, we have been carried by a king called the Shogun and lived our lives relying on his administration. We could blame all the bad things on him and his bakufu, and not take any responsibility for our own way of living or the state of our own country. Because of that, we lost our kings. Two legendary chapters, man. Chapter 524 and chapter 649, if I'm not mistaken, or 650, was Nob Nob's death, man. Two legendary chapters right here, bro. And that which they carried on their backs and protected, we must not let go to waste. They said themselves this country no longer needs a shogun, that each of us should bear responsibility for deciding our own way of living, that an era has come in which, unless we combine our strength to support the country, we will not last. Yes, every last citizen living in this country is a small king that has stood up on this platform. It's like, even though this is a trollish moment, like I said last week, even though it's a trollish moment, this is something that's been built up for quite some time. You know, Shige, he always wanted Katsura to succeed him, or to become like someone of this stature, in the shogun and whatnot. And even Katsura himself, after all of their rivalry and whatnot, Katsura was chasing after him. There was always that time of mutual respect between the two. So it would only be fitting now that Nob Nob is gone that Katsura is the one that takes over the role as like the leader of this country, man. Especially since he was always like the number one person that was against it. That he was like the terrorist. He was the revolutionary. And so how fitting would it be that because of what happened with Shige, because of what happened with Nob Nob, now he wants to be the one that leads this country into prosperity. It would be awesome. Of course, with Katsura, there'd be a lot of trolling involved with that, but it makes sense. In each of our chests, the kings still live. So let us live so they can rest without shame, and let us make a country they would be proud of. When we countless kings join hands and unite as a country, the sad past will become our pride. That day will not be the day our country became rebel. It will be the day our country was reborn. What is that behind Katsura? It's like freaking Deadpool. Huh? He just got stabbed in the back. You crook warping our country's history. Take this divine punishment. And then he gets him. And what is that? Zuri. So Katsura did what Gintoki did, or what Gintoki and Jotaro did, and the blade was blocked by a book, it appears. On that note, and then he slaps him with the book. This guy is insane. I would like to establish new rules to be the foundation to our new country. That is this constitution. The basics of what we will all build together have been recorded here. Each of you can get it as a free extra in Jump, Sunday, or Magazine. He was just stabbed, wasn't? That wasn't an assassin? Donald Trump! We will deliver divine punishment to all traitors that encroach our country. And now Coster is over here, he's using Ultra Instinct, he's dodging or going around. The path for us to walk is a long and harsh one, but if we work together, is that Elizabeth? Elizabeth got the little hair going down, the stash, the suit. Liz! I am certain that we can accomplish our goals. Oh, it's awesome seeing Elizabeth again. So Every, this is your new country? If it fell apart from a few bullets, is it really all that great? So you did not bring any harm to the others. Your only target is me. I never thought I would be the one on the side receiving divine punishment. I cannot repudiate you. The direction of people like you may be different than mine, but you are undeniably a source of energy for moving the country. But allow me to give you one piece of advice. The real divine punishment isn't so soft. And he brings out the legendary Katsura Bomb. You who call yourselves revolutionaries, you must be more wary of the changing era. I know, right? Because he's the one that always tried to do it in the past. He knows more than anybody. That kind of divine punishment is old hat. So as of now, you're fired! And he sends them all flying. Vasudhara, I see you failed, huh? Don't sweat it. There'll be other changes. Well, there you have it. That's the princess's rival. Our country's first prime minister, Donald Trump. Katsura Kotaro. You were just acting as mastermind behind assassination of the prime minister, weren't you? Oh, man. What kind of idiot would entrust the country to a former terrorist? I'll give you that structural reform proposals he's made a revolutionary. But this and that are completely different things. You allied yourself with him before, right? Why go back to how things were now? That was no more than some wolves temporarily having the same prey. With that prey gone, it's a battle for territory. But I mean, you owe him, don't you? After all he did when you were captured on Kokujo Island, meant ferocious and Sugumi greatness. You understand, don't you, Matsudaira? What I am trying to open is not the cell you are locked in. It is a door to a new era. If we escape this island and the time to reorganize this country comes. Yeah, well, there's a Bakufu with the new government. I'll make sure you get an influential post. If you live anyhow. I thought for sure he was going to die somewhere along the line. Of course he did. No, you totally created that monster prime minister, didn't you? In that situation, I had to say that sort of thing. My thinking was that it would be a one-time appointment where if he became a nuisance, we could eliminate him. We could eliminate him. But that guy just doesn't die. The new government sounds way darker than the one before. And the one you started, the whole thing was you. This just going to be being crushed was your fault too, then, right? Once he's eliminated, they'll come back. On that note, Yodazuya, with regards to why I am talking to you about all this, have you ever killed anyone? No way in hell! What are you trying to make me an accomplice to? Did you think you still had that sort of choice after listening to all that? You've got two choices. Kill or take this bullet. Kill or take this bullet. Chill. It's like, man, kill or just... you're getting waxed. Ah. Okay, I guess I'll kill him. That's enough, Katakuriko. That man remembered, didn't he? The promise he made back then. The king is still alive, huh? That may be right. Yo, I'm sure he'll make a wonderful country. Just watch him and see. I'm telling you, bro, the promise back then to Shige, bro. That's the kind of stuff where I always say that, if you're one of those individuals that only watch the serious arcs, you wouldn't get like the full extent of why this means so much to us that watch the entire series. All of Katsura chasing after Shige and all those little, constant going back and forth in the confession arc and whatnot. It's moments like these where you look back and you're like, man, like Sriracha built all of this up to everything building up to right now, man. Nob Nob being a jackass, Nob Nob eventually, it's incredible because Nob Nob reconciled himself with Katsura, like right next to Katsura, and he was the leader of the country. And we know what happened to Shige, man, and then Shige accepting Nob Nob, man. Beautiful stuff, bro. Beautiful. I can't wait till that stuff gets animated. Just watch him and see. Oh, I see, Zura, huh? Sounds like Edo's about to be even more interesting town than it was before. This really isn't a laughing matter, Tatsuma-san. Sakagoto! I should have realized with the way that it said interesting. It would be fine for you traveling around out in space in your plastic model ship, but we have to live in the country that guy made if nobody does anything. I've added to my data that Shinpachi-sama has quit being a Yorozuya and has become an assassin. I'll say stuff like that. I don't analyze everything I do. But you took the money and we came to the rendezvous point, didn't we? I came here to stop it from happening, obviously. Despite what the princess is saying, the arrangements have already been made. Meet my comrades at the pier and take the weapons they give you. Katsura won't go down easy, so I got a pretty crazy weapon from first-class assassins and black market merchants. Tatsuma-san, isn't there anything you can do? You're the only one that can stop him! At this rate, Edo's gonna turn into another torrent of chaos! What are you doing right now? Where are you? Oh, Ratsuzi Sakagoto. I'm kind of preoccupied at the moment with work. I started a new business venture and separated from the Kaientai. He's separated from the Kaientai? To make a long story short, I got involved in some cryptocurrency. Of course he did. Of course he's involved in cryptocurrency. In business now, I'm on a ship called the Espoir. Oh, then could you take that to Earth as soon as possible? Well, right now the ship's taking me pretty far away. You went bankrupt, didn't you? Yo, now I see where people were making the Kaiji reference. Oh yeah, I see the nose, dude. I think this was probably one of my favorite episodes in Kaiji season 1. I only watched season 1. I didn't watch season 2, but I do recall the steel beam episode in Kaiji. I kind of bet a lot of money, and now I'm walking on a super high suspended steel beam. Yo, you had to see Kaiji right here, man, with a nose, or at least in the way that he would draw it. You went bankrupt, didn't you? Was it Bitcoin? Did you lose all your money in Bitcoin? Even with a nose. Kaiji, bro. Shinpachi-kun, would you help a guy out of a jam? You're the only one that can help me here. I'm the one asking for your help. Yeah, I got that. Then how about I send help to you and you send help to me? I'm pretty sure Mutsu's doing some work on Earth. Mutsu? Where's Mutsu at? I have added that to my data. The captain of the Kaientai, Sakamoto Tatsuma, has perished. Hey, don't say grim stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's perfectly fine. He may be an idiot, but I really don't want him dying. Who's gonna fix the situation? He said he'd send Mutsu-san, but is he gonna be able to get in touch with her? Hey, is that their ship? Are you the one receiving the goods? The black market salesman. Mutsu's gotta be on the ship. Not exactly. Yes, he is a Yorozuya that will do anything from murder to arms smuggling. Oh, did I say something that was incorrect? Boss, they seem to be arguing about something. No matter, hurry and hand over the goods and seize the money. Mutsu, man. It doesn't matter who the customer is or what they're using the goods for, as long as they can pay for them. That is how the we black marketeers operate. You! I can hardly believe it. Forget coming to help us. I never would have thought you were in the Maelstrom too, Mutsu-san. Yo, look at Mutsu with a completely black outfit. It wasn't just you Earthlings that had various troubles 2 years ago. Us out in space had our own problems. Back then, we were caught in the collapsing Aminatory ship, and our ship was mostly turned into space dust. On top of that, in an attempt to recoup the losses, that idiot invested all the money he had left into cryptocurrency. Well, sure enough, it all went down the drain, and we were left penniless. Freaking Sakamoto left everything to cryptocurrency, bro. Freaking Sakamoto, man. Sorachi's insane. At this point, we weren't able to maintain the Kaientai, so we temporarily disbanded sparring to reconvene one day. And then we started finding out our own ways to raise money to revive the Kaientai. What kind of way is that? Forget reforming, you'll never come back again from that. The noses, man, the Kaiji noses. Using the skills I learned in the old days along with some volunteers from the Kaientai, I started a somewhat gray business. Oh, you totally got a pirate mark right there, though. It kind of looks like more like you're closer to the Dead of Night Black side of things. This coming from an assassin who brings a child around with him. I told you that! Well, I suppose both of us are having a hard time due to our idiots superiors, then. Honestly, what a bunch of oddballs, Joy, for heavenly kings are. They work absurdly hard during times of war, and then in a peaceful world when bankruptcy, a company gets themselves sold off. And one starts pretending to be a politician despite being a terrorist. Then the other two go off, who knows where, so nobody can find them. Did you hear? It's not just your general that disappeared for these 2 years. Wait. The other two go off for something where nobody knows. Takatsuki as well. As long as he's alive. That means Takatsuki's alive. Or strictly speaking, I should say his corpse disappeared. His corpse? No. That means he's still alive. The man suffered nearly fatal wounds in the Battle of the Liberation Army. The kind where it was a wonder he was alive at all at that point. It's a matter of waiting for death at that point. He shouldn't have been able to move. But back then, I'm certain I saw him within the shaking shade. Satsuki! Like a ghost, he was up on his feet, and that man still kept walking. That was the last time I saw him. After the war ended, we searched every nook and cranny of the ship, but we didn't find him anywhere, not even as a corpse. Shinpachi, where exactly are your generals? Do you think that maybe those two disappeared for the same reason? Of course, they had to have. They had to have! And that Takasugi-san is still alive? I don't know. I just have an odd uneasiness in my chest. The same goes for these weapons we're smuggling. Even for a political power struggle, do they really need all this firepower? It's like it's enough to start a whole new war. Maybe everyone senses it. Then maybe. Is that like Toya? Gin? Nothing's really ended. Mutsu-san, never mind part of being a black market salesman. Is selling to your... Hold on. Wait. Bro, those sandals. Don't even tell me. Those sandals. Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me, bro. Don't even tell me. Come on. Yo, that's gonna begin, bro. Unless that's Shinpachi wearing his stuff. Nah. Wait, no, but didn't Shinpachi... Doesn't Shinpachi have like Toya now? Nothing's really ended. Mutsu-san. Never mind. Take it. We got our hands on that ultimate weapon you ordered. Ultimate weapon you ordered? Is that a coffin? I can't stop looking at this panel, bro. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good at Takatsuki. Sorachi only uses a choreography when it comes to like the feet and building up to the hands. Only with Takatsuki and Gintoki, bro. Only with those two. Even Sunrise does it in Glorious Days. I don't stop the Glorious Days. That's gotta be them. No, bro. Are we gonna see them? Hold on. I might have to skim through. I can't believe I just said that. Those are my two favorite characters, bro. As long as you got this, no matter how tough a security team your assassination target is, or what country you're trying to take down, it should be easy. What is this? By the way, that feeling of uneasiness I was talking about, it should definitely... And then he gets punched in the face. Blow that all the way. What? That feeling of uneasiness I was talking about, it should definitely... Is that Kagura? It's gotta be Kagura. You shouldn't show someone something so creepy the moment they wake up from sleep. It's gonna be Kagura. Aru. Gin. Takatsuki and Gin. They're both kicking it. They're both there. It says Takatsuki's in front of the grave. Now, the question is that Bonsai's grave or is that Shoyo's grave? What is it? Utsuro's like Shoyo's? Is it Bonsai? It could very well be Bonsai's. I could see it, but if it's like, but Gin and Sugi, is this real time? Is this happening right now? In real time? Next week is gonna be godly. Please stay here. Please. I want an entire chapter dedicated to Gin and Takatsuki talking about life. Wait, so Kagura came out too, bro? By the way, that feeling when he's enough I was talking about, it should definitely get punched. And I was like, wait, that's gotta be Kagura. Blew that all away. You shouldn't show someone something so creepy the moment they wake up from sleeping. Yes. So Kagura's been sleeping? That's right, because Mutsu's been in space. And, hold on. I'm trying to go back. Never mind. Take it. We got our hands on the ultimate weapon you ordered. The ultimate weapon you ordered. As long as you got this, no matter how tough a security team your assassination target is, or what country you're trying to take down, it should be easy. It should be easy. That's factual, because it's Kagura. It's Kagura, bro. I can't wait to see Kagura. But Sorachi's not showing us Kagura yet, so it makes me feel like this is about to be a massive troll, bro. I swear. Oh, next week's gonna be gold, or this week I should say. This week's gonna be gold, bro. I can't believe I didn't read this chapter until now. Yo, get it, Sugi, dude, get in Takatsuki, bro. Now let me ask y'all this: is that Shoyo's grave or is it Bonsai's? I don't know, man, but I love this panel so much. I just want to. Oh, dude, it was building it up. We got to see Sakamoto's out here, some kaiji stuff. And then Katsura greatness, man, going to Shige, like I was telling you last week. But I did not expect to see Gin and Takatsuki. Or even Kagura. So Shinpachi's about to meet Kagura next week. We're about to see what Kagura looks like. We haven't seen Gin's face yet. We haven't seen Gen's face, but what we see is the hair. His hair looks kind of shorter, and from the way that I'm looking at it, it's Gen, man. And then we see Sugi, bro. I love the way Saraji built it up. Because at first I was like, what? Is that Gen? Because he does it a lot with Gentoki and Takatsuki, where he only shows like a part of their body. And now this is the perfect way to show it. Yo, 673 is gonna be godly, bro. If it has interaction between Gintoki and Takatsuki, and then we also get to see Kagura in that chat. Oh my god, man! This arc. Yo, what a chapter! Oh man, I want to see what Gintoki and Takatsuki have to say to each other, man. I want to know, you know, they're probably gonna bring up Utsuro and Shoyo, and man, dude, but what is it that both of them needed to do? Because both of them, according to what was said earlier on in the chapter, both of them needed to do something similar. So what is it that Gen's been doing for the past 2 years? What has Takatsuki been doing for these past 2 years? You know, they both. I'm going to assume that Takatsuki also left his side as well. He also left the Keitai, or at least he left them behind. Let them do their own thing. So if that's the case, what have they been up to, man? And Kagura as well. What a chapter, man. What a chapter. I'll see y'all next time. I'm about to reread this greatness. Oh, man. I might even... Man, dude. Oh, Gintama, bro. Takatsuki and Gen. I'll see y'all next time, man.